Hello there and welcome to a recording of a modern event for blackborder.com, and I am playing Melira Pod, and let's get started. So we've got a hand here who's a little heavy on mana, but importantly it's got Birthing Pod, which means we can exchange some of our mana guys for something else, and pretty much I think you have to keep it. Pod is just that important. Pretty easy start. Assume he's, well, he could be on Splinter Twin or just Core Blade, anything like that really. Turn 2 Finks is a nice draw. Probably what we're going to lead with if he leaves mana open. Okay, so we've got Shivan Reef. That puts him pretty much on either Storm or Twin or Ascension. Okay. If that's the case, then I probably just want to get the pod out immediately, because then I can pod through into Harmonic Sliver straight away. So I will play. It's possible that I'd want to play out Wall of Roots and Birds of Paradise instead, and have access to a good 6 mana next turn. But I think it's more important that Birthing Pod doesn't get remanded, so I'm going to go with that, I think, yeah. Okay, so he's probably holding up Remand at this point. Okay, so we could actually combo this turn, which is interesting. Let's see. Well, don't think we quite have enough mana to combo this turn, but it's close. So let's see, we've got 4. I think with the amount of open mana we've got up, it would be better to just play out mana guys, and then yeah, let's go for Wall of Roots here. So we've got pod into Harmonic Sliver. And finish up with Viscerus here. What has he got? He hasn't got a handful of... couple of cantrips. Has he just got lands? Yes. It's very strange. And there we go. Got the scoop. That's good. Okay, so against Ascension, we really want Neil Spellbomb in here. It really slows them down. It slows them down ridiculously, and it really doesn't cost us an awful lot in comparison. Storm, there's not an awful lot they can do about our infinite life. They can't ever really go off for infinite, except if they go for the what's a version, so maybe. Okay, some cards we definitely don't want against them. We do not need Shriekmaw, that's certain, and we don't really need Limvala. Those are certainly ones we want. As for the others, we probably do want a Pride Mage in there, just as an extra removal target, and I would quite like to find a way to fit in Thought Seizers. Probably bringing in removal against us, so I do kind of like the Reviarch, Ranger and Sun Titan package. It's possible Entombed Rexarch is a little slow. Yeah, I think I'll get rid of Entombed Rexarch, it's a little slow. And we probably don't need as many Kitchen Finks. I could cut a Kitchen Finks. Not quite as important to the combo as Murderous Redcap is, so let's go with that. Okay, so this is an interesting hand. We've got turn 1 Hierarch and Thoughtseize and Spellbomb. Yeah, I think this is probably fine. It could do with drawing another land. But we're on the draw. We've got Thoughtseize and we've got a Cycler. Well, that's a very good draw. This point, probably do just want to get the Overgrown Tomb. Noble Heart doesn't tap for black, and really do want the option to play Thoughtseize, regardless of what happens next turn. Desperate Ritual, this could be interesting. into looting. And a grape shot. Sure. So he has just used 3 cards to remove one of mine. He's on 3 cards left. That's not too bad for us. And we've got Thoughtseize next turn. Just need to draw a land and we'll be fine, I think. Let's start with the Thoughtseize, shall we? Seething Song and double mana morphos. Interesting. I think we'll go with this. He needs land to do that. It's difficult. I mean, Monomorphose is kind of a null card. It's just +1 to Stormcat without doing an awful lot. And Seething Song is actually the one that gives you the mana. I think I'll take the Seething Song. He still needs to draw a land to do it, but I can't really bank on him not drawing a land. And hopefully I'll have to start burning Monomorphoses to do stuff. What do we want here? I think we'll just keep that. If we don't draw a land, I can nil Spellbomb. Sure, go for it. Not going to bother Faithless Looting, that's fine. Let's go get a Temple Garden out of there. It's unfortunate. So cycle it through, remove his graveyard. You can no longer to Faithless Looting, which is nice. And yeah, that's it for us. We're a little low on life, which is a slight worry. Sure, go for it. Use the other one. Yeah, at this point I'm a little worried that it might get manualed out because we're at such a low life total to start with, but I don't know, it's hard to tell really. You really didn't have much left and you do need a fair few cards. We're just not putting much pressure on him at all, which is unfortunate. Do we want to Thoughtseize again? Start beating down with Viscera Seer, of all things.